Blessings again, my viewers. Welcome back to the movements. Watch, like, share, comment, and subscribe. The more you like the video, the more YouTube recommend the video to its algorithm. Ex-cops killing sparks fresh fear in Seaford. The shooting death of an ex-policeman in Seaford Saturday night has driven fear into business people and residents of Central St. Thomas District. 37-year-old Andrew Thomas, otherwise called World, an auto parts and used car dealer of Riverside Drive housing development in Seafoot, was shot and killed by assailant at his gate about 8 p.m. According to reports, Thomas was leaving his house when gunmen apprehended him and approached him and opened fired, hitting him several times. Thomas was taken to the Princess Margaret Hospital where he was pronounced. Residents said gunmen fired multiple rounds in the air as they escaped through a field. It is unclear when the deceased, who bought a house and operate 56 auto parts and accessory limit, left the police force, or under what circumstances. However, Thomas was charged in 2014 for attempted murder of his common-law wife in Spanish Town. The outcome of that case was not known up to press time. On Sunday, residents openly expressed fear while referencing several other shooting deaths that rattled the community last year. The latest occurred on December the 30th, 2022, in which 30-year-old bar operator Tiana Ewert was shot. Residents further revealed that their sleep is constantly disturbed at night by the sound of gunfire. People scared since the first shooting started last year, and now this one. People scared to come out the road after dark. We no sell nothing, and now the ex-policeman gets shot. It get worse, said a small grocery shop operator, who questioned the amnesty because of security concern. When me hear say them kill him last night, me shock. The business person told the news. A worker of the factory close to Thomas' residence, and who described the ex-cop as his friend, said he tried to interrogate himself into the community. I'm a virgin like that. Him a good man. Him good to all me no know him, the worker said. According to source, Thomas has at least one high school child, but the mother lives elsewhere. A tenant who rented a section of Thomas' house told the news that he was not home when the shooting occurred, but is now fearful. Me was at a dead yard up the road when they shot them fire, and afterward me hear say a whirl them kill. Decide to stay where me was until morning, the tenant said. Informed source told the news that the ex-cop sold two used cars that were parked at his premises on Friday. Meanwhile, Seafood homicide detectives who are carrying out their investigation have not established the motive for the death. Up to December the 30th, at least 40 persons were murdered in St. Thomas, which represent an increase over the 39 homicide that occurred in the parish for 2021. Yeah man, my viewers, people might drop like fly. You don't know when St. Thomas gets so active. Firearm, ammo seized in St. James, man taken into custody. A targeted raid in Johnson Common area of Brickstretch, Cambridge on Sunday led to the seizure of a firearm and several assorted rounds of ammunition. Reports from the police are that between 5:30 a.m. and 7 a.m., a lawman went to a premises and conducted a search. A search of a Toyota Axia motorcar resulted in the discovery of a Glock pistol, 24 9mm rounds, 12 40mm rounds, 6 magazines, a inside holster, a rubber mask, and 4 bank cards. A man has since been taken into custody. Investigation into the matter continue. Second death nearby as cops process crime scene. As police process one crime scene in Maypen on Saturday night, gunshots from the adjoining community of Palmer's Cross alerted them to a second fatal shooting. In the Ralston incident, 31-year-old farmer Joel Barley was killed as he cooked soup outside of his shop. According to the police reported, a man armed with a long gun entered the shop and asked to be served. He exited the shop after not getting any assistance, but he returned, this time with a man armed with a shorter gun who kicked open a zinc gate to the right side of the building and shouted, "Police." Bartley attempted to step back into the shop and the man armed with the shotgun reportedly shot him in the head and he fell. The man armed with the longer gun then shot him while he was on the ground. The shooter left on foot. The police were summoned and they arrived to find Bartley's body on its side. The incident occurred around 9:40. Police say in the second shooting, which took place about 11 p.m., Fitzroy, 2-pound Blair, was on his way to his house after leaving a community bar when several loud explosions were heard. Residents later found him on Church Lane and alerted the police. Blair, a 35-year-old mason from Ramsey Drive, Palmer's Cross, was seen laying face down in a pool of red substance. He was clad in a grey long-sleeve shirt and brown plaid shorts, along with a pair of black and grey socks. A pair of black and white slippers believed to be his was seen in close proximity of the body. Investigation continued into both deaths. Boy, I tell you, say, yo, the death and destruction start back in our country like the man them a wreak havoc upon the law-abiding citizens them reviewers. Westmoreland man charged after being caught with illegal firearm and ammo. A 36-year-old man who declared to the police that he is a licensed firearm holder was charged with breaches of the Firearm Act in Big Bridge, Little London, Westmoreland on Sunday. Jason Barnett of Rose Street in Savlamar has been charged with possession of prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. Reports from the Little London police are that about 12:20 a.m. Barnett was seen at a shop with a bulge in his waistband. He was accosted and searched. During the search, one Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol with 16 9mm rounds of ammunition was taken from him. Barnett professed that he was a licensed firearm holder and that he had left his license. Several attempts were made to confirm his status, including escorting him to his house. He then confessed that he was not the holder of the firearm license. Barnett was subsequently charged. His court date is now being finalized by the police. Blessings, my viewers. JNN.